everyone, and welcome to my very first Plan With Me video. I'm so glad you guys are here. So, as you can see, I have already started this one. I basically just took some scrapbook paper and attached it to the left side of the dashboard layout to cover up a bunch of those boxes that I don't necessarily want to use as they have planned them to be used. So, here I have some washi tape to kind of go with the overall color scheme, and we're going to go ahead and get started. This is my very first Plan With Me video, as I mentioned, so bear with me. I love to decorate my planner. I've been decorating it now for about 2 years, but I never ever really use my planner. Like, go in, maybe every once in a while I'll write something in it, but I never check it every day or every week to even remember, oh, I have something on this day at this time. So my plan this year is to keep it open on top of my dresser so that every morning when I'm getting dressed, it is visible, and it keeps me in the habit of writing in it and checking it. So I think here I am doing February, the first week of February. So I kind of got like a little head start. I had already started decorating my January back in November and December of 2020. So you guys didn't get to see the decorating portion of that, but I did post a couple of the pictures on Instagram. So here I am just trying to cover up some of the boxes, like those lavender boxes, because they don't really go with the color scheme. And so originally the way that this planner is designed is every day you do a feelings check-in, which is awesome. I would enjoy doing that, but it just doesn't match my color scheme. So shout out to the designers of this. Love that. Fits the theme of the planner, which is the recovery planner. Let me talk on that for a second while this is going through. So when I'm shopping, I actually bought this at Michael's. So when I'm in Michael's and I'm looking for what planner I'm going to use for 2021, I'm just basically kind of going based off of the covers, because when you're in there, they sort of have like this clear band around it that kind of seals it, so you really can't see the pages inside. So I happened to see this one, in the cover of it, which I show in my intro, says progress, not perfection, which when I read it, I still made it say progress over perfection. Either way, I love that. I love both of those phrases. But that just really spoke to me. And I tried to kind of glimpse through the pages. It was kind of hard to see, but I liked what I saw. And I was like, I'm going to go with this planner. And even though it said recovery planner, I saw the feelings check-ins and this week I want to work on this. And then it has like a tracker on the left side where I covered it up with the scrapbook paper. It has the trackers of what you want to focus on that week. And then it has like 7 tick boxes or circles where you can check off like, okay, Monday, I did that. I worked on that thing that I said I was going to work on, or I did that thing I said I was going to do. So like for me, my goal is really, really to increase my water intake. That's one of the things I want to do. So I put that in there, and I'm like, yeah, I can check that off every day. Did I meet my water intake goal, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I'm like, this planner is great for me. Well, a couple weeks or so after I have bought the planner, I'm looking online for like accessories and stickers and all the little extras that they have that often come with the various planners. And they had an accessory pack for the recovery planner. So the accessory pack, or the expansion pack, I don't remember what it's called. It shows up, and I'm like going through it, and I'm looking at the extra note sheets that you can put in there, and the dividers, and it has some stickers, and I'm just all about these stickers. Like, who would have thought as a grown-up I would be obsessed with stickers? But I am. And so I pull out the sticker sheet, and then it's all about kind of like sobriety, like how been clean this many days and haven't fallen off the bandwagon. And I realized, like, ding, 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 the light bulb goes off about this recovery planner. And I'm like, oh, yep, I should have seen that. I should have assumed that, but I guess it was not in the forefront of my mind. And people Frankenstein planners all the time. For those of you who are new, Frankenstein planners or Franken planning is when you take different planners that you have and that you like, and you kind of pull the pages out of this planner and pull the pages out of that planner and attach them into one planner, and you make the planner your own. So of course I don't have to use it as they recommended or as they designed it, but I just thought it was funny to me that I was so excited about this recovery planner, and it's for recovering. I guess it doesn't have to be for drug and alcohol. There are some habits that I should break. I mean, we all have habits that we would like to break. So anyways, I have the recovery planner. I love it. The basic colors are kind of like this lavender, and the other one is like a really, really soft light green, like a celadon. It's not really a mint, so kind of like a really, really soft light green. And so sometimes some spreads I do kind of play into the colors that are already on the page, so then I don't have to do as much tweaking. But for this one, I decided to cover all that up. So that's that. Wow. Just taking a deep breath. If you're still here, you can breathe with me. So how's 2021 treating you so far? For me, I can't really complain. I am recording this a little early. So today is actually, it's 1/11. Today is January 11th. So I'm way ahead on my calendar. But so far, 11 days into 2021, and I feel okay. I've been kind of faithful with my planner. It was up and open on my dresser until I decided to do this spread and then record this video. And since then, it's been back on the desk and not open on top of my dresser. So there's that. I'm going to do better, though. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I don't know if I want to post a picture on Instagram every day of how, like, to say, like, hey, it's still up. I'm still checking it. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out some sort of accountability system for that. How do you guys, like, use your planner every day? Like, first of all, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so not really going out and about. There's no point, like, carrying it in a purse and blah, 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 blah. You know what? Let's be honest. I don't even carry a purse. Oh, but you know what? Lately, I have been carrying, like, a mini book bag, which kind of constitutes as a purse. I don't know, but I just don't need to carry my planner with me. So, I don't know. So, I would love for you guys to drop in the comment section how 2021 has been treating you, how you use your planner daily or every other day, or how you plan to use your planner daily. And there was one other thing I wanted to know. Oh, what are your plans for the new year? Like, I don't know, some people make New Year's resolutions or set goals. I guess those are kind of the same. I don't really consider myself to make resolutions, but I definitely have things that I want to do better. And it just seems like, obviously, the new year is a fresh start. It's a good time to start. But I'm reminded from the wonderful Melinda Alexander to begin again. And you don't have to wait for a new year or a new month or a new week or a new day to begin again. You can choose right now to take a deep breath, hold it, exhale, and begin again. I like that. It's like a small reset. You know, when you have an electronic device, like you can do a hard reset, or hey, you could just do a soft reset. And that's what we're doing right now. Just a soft reset. So let's do it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Nice. So, let me share with you guys. Yesterday, okay, backstory. Growing up in my house, we had pets. That's the best way to say it. We had fish, we had birds, I had guinea pigs, which is a weird thing because my guinea pigs ate each other. I'll save that story for another day, or maybe not. We've got time. So I was in, fourth grade, fifth grade, not sure. End of the school year, we have rats in our class. 2. One was named Spike. One was named Lee. Shout out to Mr. Bernard. And we had, not guinea pigs, gerbils. And so at the end of the school year, our teacher asked if anybody wanted to take the pets home for the summer. And my mom said that I could bring the gerbils home. And so I brought the gerbils home in the little glass cage, aquarium, whatever enclosure that we kept them in the classroom. I brought them home, and I was taking such good care of them. And one of them got pregnant. They had lots of babies. And one of them got pregnant again. They had lots of babies. And then I just remember one day coming inside from playing, and I went to the room to check on the gerbils and to play with them. And when I looked in there, the mommy gerbil was dead. She was laying on her back. And one of the gerbils, I don't know who the culprit was, had ate her stomach and ate some of the babies out of her stomach. And after that, I didn't like them anymore. And then I don't even remember what happened. I don't know if my mom took care of all of that, or I don't want to say I left them in there to die. I really don't remember what happened, but I didn't have gerbils after that. So anyways, I had gerbils, and we always had dogs. And my mom and my sister are huge, huge animal people. I don't know that I'm really an animal person. At least I'm not an animal person to the extent that they are. So they will take any stray animal they find, or wild animal, and they will bring it home. They will bring it in the house, and they will love it. And that's cool. I mean, I was never upset about it, but I can just remember numerous times. Like, I remember coming home from school one day, and my mom's like, come here. You're never going to believe what I got. Come here. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, go look in the bathroom. Go look in the bathtub. And at first I'm kind of hesitant, like, what is it? She's like, just go. And I go and I look in there. It's a rabbit. And there's like little pieces of lettuce and carrots in the bathtub. There's no water. There's just a rabbit in there. And so I'm like, where did you get this rabbit from? Because clearly it's not planned. Because I'm assuming if she had planned to go buy a rabbit from somewhere or pick up a rabbit from somewhere, she would have had an enclosure to put the rabbit in. She clearly didn't. And she's like, I found it in the backyard when I was cutting grass. Oh, and so you caught it and you brought it in the house. She's like, yeah, isn't it so cute? And I'm like, I'm going to seriously do my homework. And my mom's like, oh my gosh, your sister's going to be excited when she comes home. And sure enough, when my sister gets home, there's just all this squealing, and they're just so happy. And and then I hear her tell my sister, like, your sister doesn't even care. And I'm like, that's not true. I'm not as excited. And so then whatever time goes on, I'm listening to music. I never came back out of my room until my mom calls me again. And so I'm coming down the stairs like, yeah. And she's like, I can't get the rabbit out the tub. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, it won't let me. And I just kind of stared at her because I don't understand. Like, I don't know, you picked it up and caught it and brought it in the house. You just do the same thing. It should be easier to catch it in a bathtub because it has less space to run than in our backyard. So my mom's like, okay, you don't believe me. You just come in here and watch. So I follow her into the bathroom, and she tries to pick this rabbit up. The rabbit lays on its back and starts kicking his back paws like it's not gonna let her pick it up. I just shrug my shoulders and go back upstairs. Like, look, not my monkeys, not my circus. I didn't put that rabbit in there. You're gonna have to figure that out. And I guess she figured it out, because when the next time I came to his bathroom, the rabbit wasn't in there. But it was just always like this. I'd come home from school. Sometimes my sister would be like, wait till you see what's in the house. And then there's just a random dog. And I'm like, where did this come from? She's like, oh, well, I've been seeing it in the neighborhood and I couldn't get it to come to me. So I took some bologna and I made a trail from our driveway into the back door. And now, ta-da, we have a new dog. You should name it. And this is literally like how it would go. They would just find animals and they'll just bring them home. Okay, so fast forward to now. No. So fast forward to college, and me and my best friend go to college together. We're walking one day and she sees a cat and she's just so disgusted. And I'm like, what? She's like, oh, it's a cat. I hate cats. And I'm like, really? Because I'm just kind of indifferent. I didn't really have experience with a cat. So I don't know. I just was indifferent. Like, oh. She's like, look at them. Look how sneaky they look. Ugh. And as I got older, that seemed to be more and more the response of the people in my circle. They just were so disgusted by cats. They didn't trust them. They didn't like them. Apparently they were dog people. I don't really know. I think as far as I can tell with cats, like you either love them or you hate them. There's no middle ground. There should be, since I felt like I was on middle ground because I was kind of indifferent. But whatever. Yesterday, we got a kitten. Oh my gosh. I love her so much. I must be a cat person. Or maybe just a kitten person. I don't want to jump the gun. I love her so much. She's so adorable and sweet and tiny and cute. And her name, are you ready? Her name is Saint. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me just also say we have a dog. Notice the change of tone when I talk about the two. We have a dog. We got a kitten yesterday. So that just, you can read between the lines and take whatever you want from that. But yeah, so I have a little kitty cat named Saint. The dog's name is Mellow. It's short for Marshmallow and everything, and that's cool. He's a Corgi Chihuahua mix. He's a really sweet dog. I think my problem with the dog is that he sheds a lot. Yeah, he sheds, and I don't so much like that. Okay, so back to the planning. So as you can see, what I'm trying to do here is pull out some more of that softer greenish color that's in the back, because what I'm feeling like right now is that the yellow is just like a little overpowering. I'm trying to see if one of these markers will work to match that green color, so that I can kind of add it on to the page on the right to balance it out. And as I test these colors, I'm realizing they don't really match. Neither one of them. And I'm not really in the business of combining the two colors. Kind of flipping through these sticker books, looking for stickers that will kind of match the color combination that we have. And I just want to stick with these three: the yellow, the blue, and I don't know what we're going to call this green. I guess we'll just call it green. It's kind of a minty green. I don't know. So that is what I'm doing now. And I see there's a few stickers in here that kind of match, but yeah, overall, not too impressed. But I like these little squares. I feel like those match. The lighter one and the darker one match. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go with that. I just want to double check through the rest of the sticker book and see if there's anything else in here that would be a good fit. And I might have like like I already mentioned, a little bit of an addiction to the sticker books. I have so many of them, and it saddens me that I invest in all these sticker books and then I don't really use the planner. Like, I decorate it, but I don't use it in like a functional way. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that. But like I said, it's 2021, new year, who dis? Those coffee stickers are really cute. I'm not a coffee drinker. Doesn't mean I can't use the stickers, but yeah, I'm more of a tea person. I don't even like the way coffee smells. So there's that. So as I'm going through here, I'm realizing I'm probably going to use those blocks and then the other sticker that had the lines on it that you could write on, right between, right on. Yeah. Okay, so I like these. And I was a little confused because I thought the top one was AM and the bottom one was PM. So I was going to use them both. But then as I went to peel them, I realized both of the green ones say PM and the peach ones say AM. So at first I'm like, well, that's a loss. And then, boop, my little light bulb goes off and I realize, hey, I have scissors. I can just cut off the part that I don't want to use. And the little gray, I don't know, are they flowers? Yeah, it doesn't really match it anyway. So I'm just going to cut that part of the sticker off and keep it moving. Now, I will say this about myself. I would not say that I am necessarily a creative individual. But I'm okay, I take that back. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm an artistic individual, but I can be creative, if that makes sense. So I can have a vision of what would look nice, but it may be hard for me to manifest that vision if it requires me to do the painting, the drawing, the sketching, the cut. Like, nope, I was never a good colorer. It is okay to color outside the lines, but I was not a good colorer. I'm not a person who can like walk into an empty room and have a vision of like, oh yes, if you added a mirror here, a plant in this corner, put your furniture here, the feng shui would be I'm not that person. I'm not. Now, if you already have a room and we go to a store, I can say, oh, that painting will look really nice in your living room. Yeah, I could probably give you that much, but that's probably the extent of what I can do. So back to this planner. The other thing about it is a lot of people on Instagram and even on YouTube, when they do their planners, to decorate, the plan with me, they do the before the pin. And so, like, you know, once they finish decorating it with the stickers and yada, 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 they show you what it looks like. That is probably where my plan with me's will stop. And I do like to share my spread on my Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, please follow me at Operation Brown Girl. But my penmanship leaves a lot to be desired. And rather than put you guys through my chicken scratch, I probably just will stick with all before the pen things. Plus, you guys don't care when we have dentist appointments and eye appointments and lunch dates, which I currently don't have. So yeah, I'll spare you guys. Don't stress, as the sticker says that I just put on. And I can tell that sticker is slightly crooked. But you know what? Perfection is so overrated, as Beyonce said. and I do really, really stick true to that. I really, really find that I find human flaws to be beautiful. Like, they create character. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. I think there are some people who find certain, like, physical flaws just to be like, it's not aesthetically pleasing to them. But I don't know, something about it just sort of makes the individual more human to me. So, like, there could be a person who has, like, oh, such pretty, perfect, straight teeth, and then maybe, like, on their bottom smile, they have a small gap, like, off to the side. I love that. Like, I will just, like, oh, to me, it's almost like, what can I compare it to? It's kind of like, it's just a gem. I just kind of consider it to be a gem. It's like if you were to reach your hand into a bucket of marbles, or maybe you reach your hand into a bucket of rocks, and you pull them out and you open your hand, and in all those rocks, you find that one that's just, like, so pretty. It's prettier than the others, and you're kind of like, how did that get in there? Like, oop, doesn't matter. Like, I found it. That's how I feel. That's literally how I feel. When it came to these stickers, I did not realize that they were all stuck together. Like, I thought they were individual squares, but here we are again with our handy dandy scissors, and we'll just snip, snip, chop that up. Not a big deal. I had made a few extra of these cutouts of that scrapbook paper because I thought that I would like to add them into some of the boxes. But then I just really felt like the colors and they just became very overwhelming and a little bit, like, too loud. And I decided I didn't really want to carry them over as much as I thought I did. And then also, I had made them two different sizes. Like, I had took the small punch, and I had also took the big punch. And neither one of them really fit the way that I had hoped that they would. I really like this box and wish that I had put it underneath the sticker, like, ahead of time. But I didn't. And then when I started trying to peel the sticker up, I realized it was going to rip the paper. So, guess what I had? Boop! A light bulb moment. And I decided that I could simply just cut around the paper and make it look as though it has stayed underneath the sticker. Does that make sense? Of course it does. You guys are smart. You follow. I'm just out here chit-chatting anyway. Thanks for keeping me company. How about we do a soft reset and take a deep breath? Ready? In. Hold it. Release. Okay, so I'm realizing if I can feel the edge of the circle underneath the paper, I can kind of do one of those rubbings and kind of etch where the edge of the circle is and cut it out like that. And I'm looking for a pencil, and I can't find one, so I'm like, oh, I'll just use this marker. And as you're going to see, the marker was not the business for this task. And I knew that, which is why I was looking for a pencil. But we'll try again. Then I also realized that where I was cutting it, once I flipped it over, it wasn't going to be the right place. So this became a whole process. So I'll just spare you all of that, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so as you can see, I finally figured it out. Got it cut at the right angle. and I think it looks really good. I think it looks as good as it would have looked if I had put that on first and then put the sticker on top, which I didn't do, but oh well, you live and you learn. And then of course, as I'm doing this, my tape runs out, but that's okay. I get enough on there to make it stick. Why? Because that's who I am. There's always just enough. Everything always just works out, right? Like that's just, it'll be okay because it has to be okay. There's no other way, right? So even though I didn't want to do all of those little squares of the scrapbook pattern over here on this side, I think that this one box is enough to sort of tie the two together. Like I feel like it's enough without being too over the top. What do you guys think? Do you like that? I do. I don't know. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about that pop, that little bridge that I did right there. So let's see. What else do we need? Every part of me wants to use my brush pens, but then at the same time, I'm just like it's so permanent. And I'm like, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to do what I can't undo. You know, a sticker, I could peel it off. Paper, I could take it off. But the marker, it's kind of permanent. But I was trying to figure out, is that blue a good match? I don't know. Anyway, so I like the look of the two side by side. I want to add this green square in here. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I think it's really starting to come together. Come together right now. Oh, let me stop. I don't want YouTube to get me on some royalty rights and copyright. We don't want those problems. All right, so back to our magic sticker book. Let's see, do we have any boxes that fit our color scheme? I'm gonna put my thumb in to hold that spot. I like these white boxes. I'm feeling like I need some white on that left-hand side to break up the largeness of those patterns. I don't know how else to put it. It just feels very busy. Like I feel like the little green square in the bottom left corner is just kind of getting swallowed up. So I want to add maybe some white to just kind of neutralize it a little bit. And I just don't see a sticker in that other book that's big enough. Like a little notes box, but not little, big. So that's what I'm looking for. These are cool. I like the quotes, but I also feel like if I get one like in that blue, which is perfect, a perfect match, it's going to get swallowed up on that page because there's those big giant yellow flowers. It's just not going to work. So we're looking. I like that box. It just doesn't match. We're looking. Yeah, no. Doesn't have what I need. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? In my brain, I have decided I'm going to try this sticker book. Let's see. Let's see what you have for me. So I like this sticker book because like the 4 pages all go together with the same theme, which that one would be good, but it's very beachy. I don't think that goes. I like that one too. Anyways, it keeps you from having to flip back and forth or search through numerous sticker books to complete your look, because each set of 4 pages or so all go with the same theme. So they all kind of coordinate together. Some are very matchy, some are not. But they all complement each other. So I like that, but then I also don't want to break up the set in case I want to use that on a future spread. What to do? So this is the sort of accessory expansion pack that I was telling you about. It has the recovery stickers in it. So I'm thinking maybe I can find something in here, but oh yeah, let's see. They've got these note pages, but that's too pinkish, purplish. There's one of the dividers, very pretty. Oh, you know what? I think the white might be just what I need to help tone down the busyness of that page. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. And of course, little papers just don't want to cooperate. Go back inside the folder, and rather than tear it up to keep you guys from waiting, I'll just put it away later. No worries. Okay, so I like this notebook paper. I obviously don't want that purple on there. So I'm debating. I could cut the purple off. But I like that it has the little holes already punched and will just kind of perfectly fit back into the planner. But I don't need the whole sheet. So I'm trying to count down about how many I need, and then I will cut accordingly. You need to cut it. Sorry. Just ignore me if I randomly burst into song. That's my jam. It's just what I do. And that's my jam is also one of my new favorite phrases. So you may hear that a lot. Okay. So it's a really good fit. I like that. But I'm not going to cut the edges off. I could cut it off and just glue it on, but I just ran out of tape. So I think I'll just cover it with washi tape. Yeah, I think I will cover it with washi tape. Now to find one that is a good match. Let's see, I don't really want to do the blue or the yellow because I feel like they became sort of overbearing on that right hand side. And I was working on bringing out more of the green. So I actually think this one would be a good match. Now, I got these washi tapes off of Etsy maybe like a year ago. So off the top of my head, I don't remember who I ordered them from, but I will look it up, and I will in the description I'll leave a link to the Etsy shop where I got these from. And we're also on Etsy if you guys want to check us out. Operation Brown Girl on Etsy. We've got some merch. We've got shirts and hoodies and coffee cups, and we've got wall art. You know, just a few things. So feel free to check it out. This is my first time using any of these washi tapes on here. So let's see. I hope there's enough because I feel like that purple is so deep and dark and rich, and then this washi tape is so sort of pale that it's showing through. It has patterns on it, but it's kind of hard to tell from this angle. Maybe you kind of have to be up close, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to double up on this. And I'm also thinking that I was so excited that the holes are already punched in this paper, and now I'm covering those holes up. Nice job. But that's okay. We've got a hole punch, so we'll make it work. I'll go around again and double this up. It looks like there's going to be enough washi tape to get through this. I'm excited. And this was a pretty smooth process. I like how it rolled out so easily and onto the paper. Yeah, I definitely think I want to go over it again. So, funny story about my hands. It's kind of like, so when I open my hands flat, as you can see, it's like my dad always jokes and said that I don't have knuckles, which I clearly do. If I ball my fist up, you can clearly see my little knobs. It kind of doesn't make sense, but my dad always called me baby face. But he would kind of say, look at you with no knuckles, baby face. I'm not sure how the two were related, but that's what he always said. Now, one of my sons, he has my hands. He has dimples when he opens his hands flat. And my older son calls them cake hands. He says that his brother has cake hands because that's what they look like. He also says he has cake feet. And then he looked at my hands and he's like, oh my God, you have cake hands too. So I don't know. Do I want to go with cake hands, or do I want to go with baby face, or do I want to go with no knuckles? I think cake hands wins for me. I don't know. Let me know. Which would you prefer? Cake hands, no knuckles, or baby face? It's not that baby face is a bad name. It's just, it has nothing to do with the knuckles. So I'm just not really sure how they correlate. So I take that back. Let's go with no knuckles or cake hands. Vote. Which one would you prefer? If you had to have one as a nickname, which one would you go with? There we go. All right, so let's bring out this big hefty hole puncher. And we'll go ahead and re-punch those holes. I want to make sure I line it up to the holes that are already there rather than punching new holes, because then basically I will have ruined it. It won't be able to, well, I guess not. The washi tape might hold it together. I just don't want to take that chance. So, haha, we did it. Very nice, very nice. So here we go. Let's stick this on. All right, so now we need to figure out how high up, how down low. So we want to put this. I don't want to cover up the green box at the bottom. And I do want to give a little chance for the background to show. I think that's good placement. I don't know if I want to glue it down and secure it, or if I want it to be flippable and just leave it like a 3-page section as opposed to a 2-page. It's a good question. Do I want to tape it down with washi tape, like around the borders? Yeah, seems like it's doing too much. All right, so this is it. This is my spread for the first week of February 2021. I would love to hear what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like to see more. And feel free to subscribe. And let's do a soft reset before we go. Ready? Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. awesome. Thank you again for joining me for my first plan with me. And hopefully I'll see you guys back next time. Bye.